It's the clock in the corner one.
That clock in the back said we ready to roll.
Go AT&T time.
Wait till the magic hour gets here.
All right.
Ding. 1500 on mine.
Mine too. Me too.
At 5 o'clock, we're gonna begin our coastal zone management restoration advisory meeting for Tuesday, August 6th. Can we have everybody rise for invocation and the pledge? Lord, we pray that decisions we make here are good decisions for our constituents and that God, you look upon us. Amen. Please recite the pledge with me. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call.
Tony Antill, Ernie Babin,
Here.
Matt Benoit.
Here.
Jeff W.
Here.
Merlin Learad, Jan Rogers.
Here.
Barry Studier.
Present.
Norman Stewart.
Here.
Mickey Thomas.
Here.
You have a quorum.
Thank you. Do we have a motion to approve the minutes from last meeting?
I'll move.
Second.
Moved by Jan, second by Barry. All in favor?
Whatever.
Any opposed? Motion passed. New business, permits and applications. Mr. Black?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Some local concerns. Matter of fact, we have 3 local concerns. This one and the next one, they're side by side on Dr. Beatrice Road. They've been percolating for some time. You can see that's a 2022 permit number. I was waiting on something from the Corps on this, and I didn't hear anything from them, so I got back with the Corps and said, guys, what's going on with this? They said, oh, it's urban upland. I go, okay, so this is what they want to do. They're side by side on Dr. Beatrice Road. As you can see from the yellow markings, and they've already got stuff on the site. The one on the right is there. The one on the left is not. The driveway is there. So I'm recommending a local coastal use permit for this one. It's PO 20220456. So that's what I'm recommending for it. No conditions.
Yeah, they're sharing a driveway.
They are.
Nothing wrong with that. I'll make a motion for that one.
Motion by Jeff to approve, second by Jan. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passed.
All right, the next one, right next door. Again, urban upland. It took the Corps long enough, but anyway, I've looked at it in the field. It's the one on the left here. And again, our recommendation for PO 220458 is a local coastal use permit without any conditions.
Second.
Motion by Jeff, second by Jan. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passed.
All right, the next one, this lady wants to replace an existing bulkhead with vinyl sheet pilings. It's on Bayou Terrebonne. It's urban upland, upland urban. She's doing the work from the land side and just slipping some sheet pilings behind the existing bulkhead, and I think she's going to fill in a little behind it. So again, I don't have any. It's not a local coastal use permit. It's actually NDSI. So I don't think we need to. They need to approve NDSI. Yeah, I'm recommending no direct significant impact on coastal
Motion
water.
by Mickey, approve, second by Barry. All in favor? Any opposed? Motion to approve.
There's a photograph somewhere in the permit that showed what it was. They're just, that's
All she's doing.
definitely no
Yeah.
problem there.
No problem. All right. We have no state concerns. We do. What happened? We do have one
You have to, everybody has a
consistency determination. Actually, it has to do with a a reef that Wildlife and Fisheries wants to put at Baudouin's Point, one of my old fishing places.
Can you still find it?
Huh?
Still find it?
Well, apparently we'll be able to do it now. So I commented on this and said, yeah, we approve, we're good with it. So it's been given a consistency determination by DNR, and that's good to go.
So we don't have to do anything with that as far as the
So-
board.
That's it on that.
We've actually been doing a lot of projects with, the state and CCA around the area, so that's really a good thing.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Black. Subcommittee report, Jeff?
No meeting happened this time, and, I'm sure we'll have one down the road there.
All right, thank you.
Yep.
Restoration project, Mr. Black.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. On the first page, the project's on hold. TE 117, still on hold. Some survey work has been completed, but the survey report will cause a reassessment of the design, constructability, and fill volumes. They still don't have the land rights on that one. TE 156, I expect is going to be resubmitted for construction funding at the September 5th QIPRA Technical Committee meeting in New Orleans. I should be at that meeting. TE 170, the Bayou du Large Ridge Restoration Marsh Creation Project. They completed the geotechnical work. There may be some minor design changes. The project manager is going to complete the bid package on the assumption that it may move the landowner to get off the dime and grant the land rights, which I seriously doubt. But they expect to hold at least one community meeting in the Dularge community, probably in October, November. TE 139, they're all in the same boat. They just can't get the land rights from ConocoPhillips right now. On the second page, the Houma Navigation Lock Complex, TE 113, the notice to proceed, it was issued in June. The groundbreaking ceremony for that, for phase 2, is scheduled for tomorrow at 10 a.m. on site. That's off of 4 Point Road. I think the governor's supposed to be there. On TE 117 Island Road, marsh creation, there's been some survey work on the Apache property, and after review of that report, some additional time will be needed, 3 to 6 months, to complete the reassessment of the design, constructability, and fill volumes. Now, again, there's some Conoco property involved in that, so I don't know what's going to happen. Now, a bit of good news here is TE 110, the increase of Japalaya flow to Terrebonne. After 9+ years, they got to the 30% design milestone. There was some modeling done, sedimentation and navigation impacts, and they came back very negative. So the decision was made to shelve that project. It is not going forward. That is good news for us because it opens another window onto something else.
Took 9 years to determine that you're gonna do it.
Yeah, I wish we had the money that was spent
Right.
on that. On page 3, the Terrebonne HNC Island Restoration, that's the bird project. Construction will probably start in September to avoid potential conflicts with nesting season. That's Weeks Marine got that job. They'll be doing some hydrographic surveying of the water bottoms around the island beginning this month. The Raccoon Island Restoration, TE 163. The design criteria technical report was supposed to be delivered last month, but at the request of the contractor, it was a no-cost time extension. They've got till August 13th to turn in that report. On page 4, the workforce development program at Fletcher, that's Coastal Workforce Development Program, that got off the ground in June. They started a series. We did another one in July 20th. And the next session cycle is going to begin on Saturday, September 14th at 9 a.m. Of course, and I teach that opening session pro bono. On, I think we've reported this already on page 5, the Bayou Little Collier Flood Risk Reduction Project, that was the conveyance channel and pump station. That project has been completed officially now and closed out, which put another $350,932 in our direct component account, which we just can't pull out. We've got to do an application for it. The next CPRA meeting is August 21st in Luling. The on page 6, the Hollywood Road Extension Bridge, as you know, that's open now, totally operational. I've been working with Treasury to get the grant amendment for $302,922 approved to cover the unforeseen work. Of course, the contractor right now is screaming for his money, and we'll have to do something to work that out. The 2 projects that were in PPL 34, that's the Eastern Terrebonne Land Bridge Marsh Creation Increment number 1, and the South Ile de Jean Charles Land Bridge Increment. Both of those projects have been in the evaluation phase, and they are going to come up for E&D Phase 1 Engineering and Design funding at the September 5th meeting. I think it would be extremely optimistic for me to think we'd get both of them, given the fact that there is a engineering and design backlog right now. Hopefully we'll get one. I'm not sure which one. Coastal use permits for the month of July. I missed to put too many U's in there. We had eight total permits, collected $4,200 for the year. Well, total permits through July was 19, and resulting in $39,900 in fees we collected. Now, on page 7 at the top, and this is something, it's a handout you just received. Recently, I received the borrow pit ordinance draft from the parish attorney. And I looked through it. I've sent it on to administration, but before it goes to the levy district and levy district's attorney, I thought we ought to take a look at it. I believe it's adequate for what we needed. Not perfect, but it's adequate. I may have been a little bit stronger, but I think it accomplishes what we need to do. It's got some little tweaks in here that we didn't have.
Who did this?
This is the parish attorney, Michelle Neal.
Okay, Michelle Neal did this?
And yeah, her staff. If you look under one page under section 1226 definitions, it defines a borrow pit, borrow canal, a pond, we didn't have that before, and something new, soil regrading as it affects drainage, and that has caused a problem in residential subdivisions because of people getting in there and doing things that they shouldn't have been doing, and it's caused flooding. So now, if you're gonna do that, you're gonna have to get a coastal use permit or that kind of thing. So I think that's good. We got the signage, no trespassing, borrow pit signage in there, and a sentence to the effect that it is the responsibility of the borrow pit operator to ensure public safety during excavation of the borrow pit. I wanted that stronger, but that's the best we could get. It talks about in 1228 the setbacks required. We had that in the original. The variance provisions remain in. The need for a traffic plan map showing primary access to truck haul routes to and from the site within 2 miles of the borrow pit. This is something that's going to be given to the school board, the sheriff's office, and the public works department for their review and comment before the permit is given. So it defines ponds. And then it's got section 1230 on soil regrading, and I think that's a good section. So other than that, I think it accomplishes basically what we wanted it to accomplish. Now, I haven't had any comments yet from administration. I don't know what the levy district is going to do. I don't think there's much for them to object to, but you never know. You never know. We'll have to wait and see what happens with that before it. If they have no comments, then I think it can go, unless you guys got comments, it could go to it sometime in the near future, get on the council agenda and see what happens with it. So,
Yeah, we need to get something on the ground with this.
I know, we've been working on this for a long time.
So what is the next step on this, do you think?
Well, the levy district and the levy district attorney, they're gonna, Angela Hidalgo and
Mhm.
Jacob DeGate are gonna look at this and see if they've got any heartburn with it. I think a lot of the things that they did have heartburn with have been taken out. But I could be wrong, but I think that's what happened. So if we get to a point where we have something that is agreeable to all the parties, then administration can submit it to the council for, introduction, public hearing, and approval. Now, there could be some pushback at that public hearing, but you never know.
You never know.
Mark, does it talk about the slope of borrow pits in here?
Yeah, it's in there.
1
Yeah,
to 2.
1 to 2.
Okay,
Yeah,
Saw it
2 to 10 feet, and then you can go straight down.
okay, guys, I thought we had an application on for tonight that was a borrow pit.
No, we didn't.
No.
Well, I clicked on it too. The link.
Oh, it clicked the
email
wrong thing?
I saw the same big borrow pit on Aragon
Yeah.
Road, but it's,
Well, the existing reg is.
no, he's talking about, we thought there was, if you clicked on the link for this, one of the, camps that we had, it
Yeah.
took you to a borrow pit.
Oh, okay, is that what
I went
happened?
to
Yeah.
the same way.
And I saw it had 1-to-1, and I was
Yeah,
like,
No, it's 1 to 2.
Yeah,
Last
no, it
meeting
was
we
it
had
was
one
the link
Meeting before
that
we had.
on the permit took us to the wrong permit,
Oh,
obviously,
Got you.
yeah,
something else.
okay, I got you.
But how many pages was our permit? I mean, this definitely got bigger, with a lot more guidelines and definitions, I guess, in there. which-
No, well, the definitions have changed, and I think the planning department, because of issues that came to our attention with people doing things that caused flooding in an approved subdivision, that was added, that if they're gonna go in there and do some kind of regrading such that they're gonna change the drainage in that approved subdivision, they're gonna have to come.
Yeah, okay, that came from those guys. Yeah, that makes sense.
All right, that, and there was some letters in your packet. There was a couple of cease and desist people who were doing borrow pits off of Shrimpers Row. And then a gentleman dumped all that stuff from Sugar Bowl Motel. Came from the Sugar Bowl Motel demolition.
Is that where that,
That's where it came from.
at Klondike?
Well, you dump
So-
it in a hole?
No, he
No,
dumped it
he
in the
dumped it
bike.
on the batcher, and some of it actually kind of went into the wetlands on the side of the bike. So what I'm trying to do is, God, what are you trying to do with this? We're trying to, if it's your intention to use that for bulkheading, you're gonna have to get a permit. You may even have to do some mitigation, so we'll wait and see. All right, I think, Mr. Chairman, that's all I got.
Thank you, Mr. Black.
Well, there's some meetings, but you can see those. Oh, yeah, in July, I did the Barrier Island overflight with the Civil Air Patrol and took a lot of pictures. I think I think those 2 storms we had out in the Gulf did a little bit of damage out there. But all I can do is document it. And then, as I mentioned, the groundbreaking tomorrow for the H&C Lock Phase 2. And later this month, the Corps' low water reception in Morgan City. And of course, BETNEP's management conference on August 8th at NSU. Questions?
We forgot about I had some photos of the terracing down in, thing, well, I forgot to tell you, we forgot to do it. So next week we'll put,
I'll make a note.
next time we'll put some on the screen where y'all can see it, progress.
Any questions for Mr. Black? Okay, we'll proceed to public comments. We have a couple of people there. Any comments? We have no comments either on your project there, blocking it. So, committee members, Jeff, Mickey, Matt, Barry, Jan, Stewart. All right, our next meeting date is September 3rd, 2024, 5 p.m., the same meeting room. Have a motion adjourned, motion by Barry, second by Jan, meeting adjourned. Thank y'all.
Made it out time to catch the bus back.
Yeah. Yeah, then I would get down at Klondike. I live by Berg Supermarket. I get down at Klondike and walk home from the bus.
Okay. How far was that?
It's around a mile. I was young then, so.
Yeah.
Hey, I think, all the kickback, the holdup got taken care of because all of Reggie's partners got, or Reggie's land